Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the tarot that is focused on your ability to manifest, because manifesting is the single most important, most powerful tool any human being has. Why? Because you create the elements of your life with the concepts developed in your own brain, not artificial intelligence, not some desktop, laptop, smartphone, nothing. You create it in your mind's eye. Very important. You have to see it. You have to hear it. You got to feel it. You got to smell it. The idea is to engage as many senses as you can to imagine what it is you want to imagine, what you want to manifest. And so because of that, that changes the whole trajectory of this tarot reading. Very different from any other tarot reader, as far as I know, that you will see on the internet. Folks on the internet tend to pay attention to their audience. So if the audience likes it, if they're comfortable with it, we give them more, we tell them what they want to hear. Some people put out a whole spread of cards, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. And by the time you're done with the reading, you don't know where the hell to go. What? Because they've hit so many things, but that's what they intended to do. They want to say the things that make you feel good. It's lollipops and rainbows. Oh boy. It's not the approach here. Not negative, but realistic. Manifesting is your most powerful tool. We are dealing in times that are historic in a negative way. In the recorded history of mankind, which goes back 7,000 years, mankind, as we can guess at this point, is much even older than that. You get past something called the Ice Age and the Younger Dryas periods, and by 12,000 years ago, we see the remnants of some other big civilizations, monumental civilizations we know nothing about. So we'll just take that whole thing and put it off to the side. It's fascinating, it's interesting, and I love that kind of stuff, but we'll go back only 6,000 or 7,000 years. In the last segment where humans began to spread out on the planet again, because they were wiped out during that 3,000-4,000 period, the Ice Age, the Younger Dryas, all that stuff. So we go back about 6,000 or 7,000 years. Good. In that time period, nothing has threatened humanity as much as what's going on today. We have people like Bill Gates saying that we have to follow his lead, or the lead of the elites, as they call themselves, which is a misnomer. But they know what's best for us. They've designed the world the way it is. They're controlling you now. They want more control. John Kerry used to be a congressperson or senator, I think, is a moron. Tells everybody how climate change is wrecking the planet as he flies on his private jet all around the world to all these meetings telling us how we're destroying the climate. And he gives a speech at the World Health Organization just this past week, where he says we have to have conformity. Democracy is messy. It gets in the way of accomplishing things. What he's saying is, I am one of the evil bastards that's helping to run this world. At least I'm playing my part. People much richer than me are the decision makers, but I'm helping them. And so I'm saying we don't want democracy anymore, because we don't want you to have a voice, because it's like trying to herd cats. You can't do it. We want unanimity. We want everybody to think the same, to move the same. That's better, because we can get more accomplished. Well, what they're saying is we want absolute and total control. When they say democracy, they're talking about democracy for the rich, for the rulers, not for you and I. There's two forms of democracy. In their mind, it's the people who deserve to rule, and then it's the mobs. And Kerry said it very simply. We don't want democracy. It gets in our way. So he hates the U.S. Constitution. A former U.S. Senator who's a psychopathic idiot. So then we also have the threat of a nuclear war, imminent. It can happen in any one of several places: China, Middle East, Ukraine. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said in a speech last week, if we hit this all-out button stuff for nuclear, 73 minutes, it's over for the planet. It's done. 73 minutes. So we've never been in this position before. So when I do these readings, I do them with the intention of helping you guide your way through this mess. Because the next year or 2 or 3 or 4, man, they're going to be hell. And the most important time period may be this next 12 months. Because that's when we're going to either fold or stand up as human beings. Within the next 12 months. We're there. We're at the crisis point right now. So I don't care about lollipops and rainbows. Don't give a damn. And the people who are telling you that stuff don't give a damn either. This is not negative. This is realistic. Let's focus on making you more powerful. So the middle card, that's the Oracle card. It sets the mood for the reading. Today it's round and round. We had that back a few days ago, round and round. And that if you're paying attention, and I run into people all the time, go, I don't listen to the news. I don't listen to the news. It brings me down. Well, first of all, you're probably listening to ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, all the rest of those bullshit things that are mass media. You're going to have to dig a little bit. And you need to know what's going on, because I'll bet you most of you listening right now didn't know about that meeting at the World Health Organization where John Kerry said we don't need democracy anymore. The U.S. Constitution gets in the way. We want everybody acting and thinking together the way the rich people want us to. You didn't know about Bill Gates saying essentially the same thing, that by 2030 everybody has to fall in line. If they don't, they're going to be left out of society, and that's not going to be pleasant. You didn't know that stuff. Because I don't want to hear the news. I don't want to know. It scares me. Well, then, bye. Don't bother coming to this tarot reading anymore. Because I'm going to bring you up to speed with what's going on behind the scenes, the stuff you're not hearing, and help you to manifest so that you can get a better handle on your future. Because you're the one in charge. Oh, another little note this week that kind of pissed me off a little bit. Here we're giving money to Israel. Here we're giving money to Ukraine. Billions. And, oh, by the way, we don't have any money for the people who were hit by Hurricane Helene. Whatever you've gotten, what little you've gotten, that's all you're going to get from the federal government, because we don't have any money. Of course, we can give billions to the Ukraine. We can't give billions to Israel. But we don't have any money for American citizens. That's what you're confronting. And that's why this card is so interesting. Round and round. Here in less than a week, we get it twice. Because that's what's going on right now. It's been going on for a long time. It's just very obvious at this point that they really don't give a damn. Like George Carlin said, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. Don't care. Not even in consideration. So you feel like you're going round and round in a cage. Spinning around in circles, going nowhere, running like hell and going nowhere. So if you're running around on the outside, how about looking inside? That's the first card all the way to the left. It's the Hermit card. Turn inside. Solitude, introspection, seeking understanding. It means you have to use on your intuition. Intuition is a combination of logic and emotion. You put those two things together and you get a really powerful third thing called your intuition. And it's amazing how often it's right. So that's what you need to do. You need to turn inside and go, okay, how do I manifest more of a life that I want? Not what they want for me, but what I want for me. What you're really looking for basically is justice. Fairness, truth, balance. That's what you're going inside for. The hermit is going inside to find justice, to find truth, to find balance. Quit going round and round and round and doing nothing, accomplishing nothing. It's action with no direction, no meaning. But that's what they want. They want you running around in circles. You think you're doing stuff. You're tired. You're really going all the time here, there, everywhere. Ooh, I got my cell phone. I got this. I'm talking. And you're not doing a goddamn thing. Nothing. That's the way they want it. Takes me to the meme for today. Make it happen. Shock everybody, including yourself. The mission is personal. It takes a lot to start over again, but you owe it to yourself to become everything that you've ever dreamed of. Be brave. Trust the magic of new beginnings. Trust the magic of your intuition. Things will find their shape. Remember I was talking in the beginning about being able to see it, hear it, feel it, taste it, smell it? Get your vision that close. Lock it into your 5 senses as best you can, and then let it go. Make it happen. Shock everybody, including yourself. Speaking of shocks, there's the tower moment. And the tower, everybody is afraid of because they always think of this coming from the outside. Destruction, upheaval. What's a wake-up call? And we are already in a tower moment, realistically. I mean, they're tearing down society in every way possible around the world, not just the United States, around the world. It's funny how we all have the same problems. What you have to do is decide, I am going to look inside like the hermit. I'm going for justice in my life. I am going to create my own tower moment. If you don't, the tower moment will come from the outside, and it will be tough. Not going to be easy if you decide to create the tower moment in yourself, create the upheaval in yourself, reevaluate yourself, empower yourself, take responsibility for yourself. But it's a wake-up call. You can't walk away from it. And in fact, the Eight of Wands, wands are positivity, excitement, enthusiasm, joy, possibility. Eight of Wands talks about things accelerating, movement. Movement, not spinning in circles anymore, actually moving forward. But you got to do that by looking inside, looking for a situation that is just and fair to you, creating a tower moment, changing yourself. Don't wait for the stuff to come from the outside. Change from the inside out, not the outside in. And you're going to see your world come together much more quickly than what you could even imagine. Again, the meme for today, make it happen, shock everybody, shock yourself. The mission is personal. Yes, it takes a lot to start over again, but you owe it to yourself to become everything you ever dreamed of. Be brave. Trust the new magic in new beginnings. Trust yourself. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao manifested reading. Between now and the next time you and I do it together, peace and blessings.